and I believe that all of them look forward to meeting their teachers, classmates, as well as look forward for new experiences in our canteen with Gianluca Demarco and his team. So before I give the floor to Gianluca, I will just mention that if you have any questions, please feel free to type them in chat box, and I'll read all your questions to Gianluca, and we will answer to you. So Gianluca, now please, the floor is yours.
Good evening. I am Gianluca Demarco. My English is not so perfect like yours. Sorry about this, but I always talk in Lithuanian. I forgot all English. Now, this here we started to new project, and I am the executive chef of the Liceo. I work, if you don't know me, I work in Lithuanian. I have my television show and I have my restaurant, and this project is totally different for my life, but is interesting because I have children go in the school in Lithuanian, and the school level of food is not really good for me, I think, and we will make something new in this level of work. We will make a food not only good for healthy, but good for the taste. We want to use the Mediterranean diet. We want to use the pyramid of why? Because for me it's very important to make something different, not only for the portion and the number of the results, but I want to make a different for the tasty, and to make education for the children to try to eat different food, different taste, not only Italian taste, but and different country taste. I want to try to make this for the first day to make a totally different system. The focus for our project is the healthy and tasty, and in the second level we put the water. We want to drink very much water. The dream is all children have to have a water box, okay, to drink. We have our system of water to make natural water and gas water, and I think it's very important for the children healthy to drink 1.5 liters water of the day. This is our most important things. For the food, I wait a start. We will make not only the traditional meals for every week, but we won't make a party day, and this day we won't make something different. Thailand, Japan, or Italian, because the children ask for me for after the first meeting a pizza or a burger if it's possible. Yeah, we can make. We make a vegetarian menu, I think strong menu, and in the future we try to make a different for the intolerance children or the allergic children, and we won't make a different menu, but not in the first day, because for me it's impossible. I have to know all problem before we make a base, and after this we organize the special menu for the vegan or for the intolerance people or allergic. But all allergic is really different. If you have a problem with lactose, it's not big problem in the normal menu. But if you have celiac or diabetes, is totally different things we try to make, but not in the first day. I can make in 2 months time, because I before want to start and stabilize the situation. Is the first important step for me. What is really important to know My team is my best team. Work with me three people. One is Carolina, Matas, and Domo. Is three people work in my different restaurant, and we close the our biggest restaurant in Crocus too to open the Liceo. And my team come with me. I work in the start. I plan to work every day in full time to stabilize the quality of the work, and after we see. Uh, Now, if you have a question for me, please don't worry. My in for the possibility in the future, I will make a meeting with the parents of the children and with the children too, if is are really because for me it's really important to know the situation and to talk because for me it's very important that the children try to taste very different food because it's very important for the future of the children. If children have a problem for pasta, is normal because it's not Italian. But if has a problem with the vegetable, we have to educate to eat vegetable. I try to make vegetable in good way to make tasty vegetable, but we need to eat. I try to help children to eat the vegetable, and the portion we make by the rules of the ministry because it's very important for us. But it's not a big problem to make biggest. If the children want, we can give more. It's not our work is to make a family restaurant inside of the school, or not to make administration food. There is not our object. Okay. Now, if you have a question, it's simpler for me to answer you and talk.
As far as for now, I do not see any questions, but I believe that parents really do have lots of questions. But before they ask their questions, I have a question for you regarding the kitchen equipment. You mentioned in our previous meeting that it would be very professional and qualified kitchen techniques. So could you please tell us about more?
Yeah, the kitchen is like the level of the kitchen. We have my oven is the best oven in the market. We can control all situation in our kitchen. We don't use the fry system. We use only the without hot oil, and we can use because we have the best oven now in the market. Okay, and that oven can work in the night. In the night we make the slow temperature preparation, and in the morning we start to prepare all different things. The oven is controlled by iPad, and all my receipts go automatics in that oven. I can modify it because I have the copy of that oven in my restaurant, and this station can communicate. If we have a problem, we can change in every moment. The kitchen is little, but it's perfect. We have no very big space, but it's not. We don't need a big space because we have a very high level of techniques. In my kitchen, we use only extra virgin oil and a little bit butter to make a taste, but we prefer G butter. It's a cleaning one. After this, to make a bouillon, we make a bouillon in 12 hours. We have a different machine to make this work, and it's the same work when we sleep. And we don't give any powder for the children. We make fresh food. In the start, to the start, we make all food, all things by ourselves and our team. If we want to make something like sneaker, we make sneaker in our kitchen. If we make a bread, we make a bread in our chicken, not buy but make. It's like a restaurant style.
Okay, so we have one question which is very similar to what you have just told us. So, what cooking methods are you going to use? Frying, stewing, steaming, especially regarding meat? Will some healthy options will be available?
Not fry. Steam we use, but not for all meat because it's not totally sexy. We use for the meat is a different range. 20% of steam and 7% of cooking. Convection, or in different step is 50-50, or convection, only convection. But this is in the same hose, but for the fish we use always the steam system in 7%, because we make the fish in not dry and nice to see. I answer or not?
I think that, yeah. So we also have a question from Ostea. So Ostea asks whether they have to pay extra money for the food. So my answer is yes. And she also asks, will I get to choose what I want to eat? So Luca, please.
Now with the direction of the Liceo, we talk very much about the how to do to make your day interesting, and you can choose what you eat. And in the first month, we try to make in the photo for all menu and put in a big television. And when you wait, you can see the history of that recipe, and you can choose if you want one or another, or different garniers in the plates. But in the future, I won't make different things. But it's only for the future. When we have all menu, I won't ask the children if you want this on this, because it's important for me to organize, because I have to to prepare 600 portion. It's impossible make 600 vegetarian, 600 with fish, 600 with meat, because it's crazy. It's crazy for the food. It's not good for the world and for me. But we try to find a system to make a possibility to choose for the children.
Okay, so there is a question about a choice of food during the day. So I would like to remind that students will have late breakfast, lunch, and then one evening meal. But maybe, Gianluca, you could tell us about more breakfast, what kind of food they are going to have, and maybe something about lunch. You already touched some points, but maybe in more detail.
Okay, for the breakfast, the tradition of the pudding in the north of Europe is very important. We use the pudding, but not only the pudding. We make a smoothie or different things of breakfast, like avocado toast, French toast avocado, and feta or goat cheese with the something in the top. It's simple, but it's interesting, and we try to give for the children a different things of breakfast, not only the traditional one. we make the English breakfast because I love that, and it come to be a day of the English breakfast, or something chia pudding. The chia is very healthy, and we make in the glass a different taste, like fresh cheese, chia, and a little bit granola. And I think for the children is interesting. It is good. This is for the breakfast, but it's only free idea. We make the croissant day because I think is crazy genial things, and I think for the children is good. For the most important day lunch, we make a very different idea. We have a menu for the vegetarian every day, and we have a normal menu for with meat or fish, but not always is in change. Something similar, like we make a soup every day. Is different soup. Yeah, we make cooked soup or a normal soup, but we want the most important thing. We want make good vegetable, and after put the good bouillon in the top. This is the idea, because I make this in my restaurant, and I don't make something different. We make a fish soup. We make the fish we cook in the steam in the oven, and after when we put vegetable, fish, and we put bouillon in the top in the plate. Not we don't make a mix because it's not my style, and I won't try. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy for the service, but we try to do because for me it's important. The salad. We have very different salad. Always we want make vegetable and in different salad. We want make two different shows, and we put very much idea. If you want to know, it's like. Kimva is I don't know if you know, kimva is superfood, and we make a kimva for the base, and we put spinach, beetroot, and carrot salad in the top. For the taste, we made a vinaigrette with extra virgin oil, balsamico acid, salt, and pepper. There is something like that. I think for the children is interesting. And we try.
Okay, and we also have a question about the methods. So we have a question: will the steaming method cook the meal properly without it coming out a bit raw, or having it half done?
Palauk sekundę. Aš nesupratau iki galo klausimą. Kad būtų kepta iki galo?
Ar garuose gaminamas maistas tinkamai, ar tikrai tinkamai apdorojamas? I translated for Luca. Okay.
Sorry, because I don't understand all questions. Yeah. You don't have to worry. The steam is not all menu in steam. Okay, and if we hear the slow temperature, but we have the principle, we have the control temperature for the meat. So if we make a meat for the children, we can't make a red. We have to make well done, because it's very important for the system. We don't do less of 77 degrees in the heart. Don't worry for this. For the fish, the same. We are not crazy like that. We make a restaurant taste, but not a danger one.
Okay.
If I understood the question, okay?
I think that you did. So as we are waiting for more questions from parents, I have a question for you about various cuisines which you are going to introduce. So are you going to have some elements of Lithuanian cuisine?
Yeah. but not. I can't make zeppelino. If for the children it's very important make a zeppelino day, we organize different people to make zeppelino because it's not my cuisine. I can't. I don't know. That simple. I don't know that. But like balandele. In Italian, in my region, is exists something similar to balandele, and we make for the children to try. It's not like boiled, but it's make in Savoia. Che copustas per show?
Cabbage.
Cabbage. In Savoia cabbage, we put the meat, and after is a mix of parmigiano in the top, and we put in the oven, and it's very tasty, but with not boiling. It's not like a Lithuanian style. It's Luca style or Italian style or Piemonte style. Sorry. And Greek, the Saracen we use and we do something with that, but not only in the traditional way, not only pudding. Okay.
Okay, good. Thank you. We have a question. Will parents and kids know exact menu in advance?
For now, are when we go in the school.
When we are in the school, we are used to have like menu that parents and students see the menu for the week, for the month. So
I think it's possible. It's my dream. Give a possibility to see the menu week before and make the shoes. Yeah, it's a dream, but it's not a dream. Can I give now? It's a possibility to organize in the years, but we try to talk with the administration to find the best way to do this. Okay, because when we start together to work and to think about the solution, we give one or another solution. But after we know the children when make a shoes before, after come and see my friends, this is better. I want that, not that, and we want to organize for the children the good possibility. But I think the best way is a photo for the food and a history for the recipe, and the people can choose. Before, I don't know if a week before is enough. If you want all mouth about this, we can talk. You can read for the administration, and we try to organize.
Great. We have some more questions. So, will some plant protein-based meals be on the menu? For example, dishes from beans, because my kids are not vegetarian, but sometimes they like alternatives. So will they have some alternatives to meat?
Every day we have alternative of them. If you didn't want meat, because I think not only vegetarian people want it vegetarian. If vegetarian is good, you can eat every day. But I think the possibility to find this is not big deal. We can organize. But,
okay. So also we have a question. If a kid refuses vegetables, so how are you going to get him or her excited about the amazing dishes you just talked, like quinoa and other things?
I want to organize a meeting with the children, not only one, but I want to be a part of school. Not only the chef come to make something and go outside. I think it's important to organize this together with the parents. Okay, if we are together, we can make the difference. I think the parents sometimes in home have a big issues to make the children to eat vegetable. But I am not the parents, and for me, it's simpler situation because I can talk with your children in a different way. is because the parents' position is not always simpler. If her this for my talking is different if you make the mom say this is good, you have to eat. I think it's not a one day work. We have to work together and make a good team, parents and Luca and Liceo, and I hope it's my dream. The children step by step come to hit kimba, but kimba is no big deal. It's like rice. I think it's more problem in different food, but it's okay. Kimba I think is simpler to make, good for the children.
So we also have quite similar question. Maybe we already answered it, but I just read it. My kid is somewhat choosy with food. What if he doesn't want to eat? Do you have any alternative ways to tackle this?
I think first is always important to remember when your children, when your friends eat, you want to eat too. When all together the children come and start to eat, is better way to say okay, and I eat too. First step. Second, for me always was really crazy why my children, I am Italian, my children is half Lithuanian, half Italian, in house don't eat potato. Don't eat. We have a big problem with potato. Okay. My children don't eat potato. Okay. But when I come in the school, I see bananas to eat potato like this, and don't do any problem for nothing. And I ask for the children, why you do this? Why in the home you don't eat, or here you eat? I don't know. My friends eat, I eat. For me, it's the same. This, I think, we can work in two different ways. One way, give different shoes for the food, but not very much, because if you put very different food, the children can't understand what have to eat. Okay. Second, we have to work with the children to learn what is that, why I have to eat, why this is tasty, this is not tasty for me, and together grow up, because this is
Okay,
education.
good. I like it. And what about rice? Will it be part of the meals?
Yeah, but not very much, because rice have a very much sugar, and for me we have a little bit limited. When we make something and we put the rice, we put the red rice or the black rice, not always white rice. The traditional one not always is the good way. Because we have to see the future for the children, and in the rice is very big part of sugar. We have to control this, and we have to give a different taste.
Okay, thank
Sorry
you.
for my answer. If you very want the rice, don't worry. We make a different day party for the rice. Don't worry about this.
Okay, good. And what about September the 2nd? Will children already have something to eat in the canteen?
Yeah, we won't make with my team a pizza party, but and I think is good start. Is a little bit different day. Is more party day. Is not only school, and we won't start to smiling. But this is our idea. Now I heard your position, your opinion.
Okay, so as for now, I do not see any questions from parents, but you still have a possibility to do that. Please use it. And I'll ask a question, one more question. So, are you going to have meetings and eatings together with parents?
Yeah, I want to do this, because we have to work together if we want to make a good people future. and I think is good way when we make for the food, because I am Italian, and the most important education place for my family was the food. I think we can work a little bit together. One good idea in our school, we make a little bit participation of the children to organize after the eating. When the children finish to eat, is a self-service to put to cleaning all things about the food. It's not very much. Don't think so. It's not work. It's only to put in the good way, in the good place, all different things. And I think it's a little step, but for the children to think, I help to work, I help to organize. It's my work. I am in the same way. We have to think is all team together. I think is a little step, but is the start. Something like that. Yeah, but I won't talk with the parents. For me, I think it's important because we are not outsider. We are not a business inside. No, we are together. I think it's important to talk.
Okay, thank you so much. So let me check. We do not have any more questions. So if we do not have any questions for now, so I think we can have a good. Oh, we have. So how often menu is going to be rotated? Will meals be repeated on some fixed basis?
For now, we don't think. For now, we have 2 months organized, and it's not repeat things in the main menu.
For
In
2 months, yeah?
Yeah, for 2 months. In the breakfast, something is repeated because we can't do all what we want. Okay, but we think about this. And if the children want very much to repeat something, we always have like mails, but inside to communicate with me, and we can repeat if it's like something, or if have idea to cook something, we can try to do this, but not in the start. In the start, we have to try to organize in the good way all kitchen.
Okay, and there is one more question. Will there be an opportunity to buy food after school? So maybe I'll just add that besides late breakfast and lunch, we will have late meal at school as well at about 4 p.m., I think. But I don't, Luca, are we going to have some extra food for buying? As far as
I don't know this because I never think about this. Okay, but we can talk about this. I think with the administration, and if it's interesting something, we can try to organize. Not in the really start. Okay, not in the first 2 weeks. We don't have possibility to make this because it's totally new, and we have to organize the main things. After we can put. Okay. But I think if we make something like sneakers, and the children won't buy, I don't know. We have to organize because I don't have in my zone. I don't have a money cash. I can't do nothing now. But we have to think to organize. Okay. The system now is not exist to buy, but we have to think.
Okay, so thank you very much. I think we had a very interesting talk, and it's not the only one. I do believe that we will have more of our meetings. So I want to wish everybody a nice evening and a nice meal with your families, and see you soon at the school. So
Really
have a
soon.
nice evening. Thank you, Luca.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.